How to buy a home even if you have student loans. That's what we're going to get into in this video right now. All right, so the first thing that I want to share with you is that you can buy a home even if you have student loans. It's one of the misconceptions, beliefs, if you will, of a lot of people is that they think, well, if I have student loans, can I buy a home? And I'm here to tell you that I have helped hundreds of home buyers that have student loans over the years. And yes, you can buy a home if that is what you want to do. Now, there's a couple things to keep in mind, especially because a lot of student loans are coming out of deferment and the first payments or the continuation of payments are coming due in September, first payment due in October of 2023. So a lot of people are freaking out. They're just like, wait a minute, I should have bought a home already and I didn't, and now my payments are coming due. What am I gonna do? So I'm gonna share with you a couple strategies that you can use and really just some information to help you so that if you wanna buy a home, you don't have to worry, you don't have to be scared, you don't have to be fearful. FOMO, you didn't miss out. So let's get into it right now. So the first thing that I wanna share with you is that even if your student loans were in deferment for years, it doesn't matter, because if you were to buy a home while you were in deferment, a lender is still going to calculate some type of monthly payment for you. They already did it. If you bought a home and you have student loans, or if you're looking to buy a home, it doesn't matter. And here's the basic rule of thumb. It's 0.5% for the total amount that's owed. 0.5% for the total amount that's owed. For example, if let's say you owe $50,000, a lender was going to factor in $250 a month. Now you might be saying, well, I wasn't making any payments, and that's fine. Or you might think, well, maybe the payment is going to be more than that. We're going to get to that in 1 minute. But the thing to keep in mind is that if your loans were in deferment, they're coming out of deferment, you're going to start making payments, it's okay. Because as lenders, even if you bought a home while your loans were in deferment, we were factoring in a payment anyway for you, about 0.5% of the total balance that you owe. So it's okay. Now, you might say, well, hey, Carlo, that's great, but I'm not used to making that payment, and now I'm going to have to start making that payment, and that's fine. But I just don't want you to worry about that you didn't buy something while they were in deferment, because it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because we have to calculate something in there. Now, the other thing that you could take advantage of, and this is up to you, you have to call your student loans company, is that a lot of clients that I've been able to help are in an IBR, an income-based repayment plan. The thing is that a lot of lenders don't understand how to use the IBR. They don't know what to ask you to go get. And that's the thing. So here's what you want to make sure that you do. Number one, if you want to use an income-based repayment plan, you have to make sure that it has the monthly amount, the monthly payment amount of all of your loans. Because when we look at your student loans on the credit report, for the most part, they're all broken down. It's like 6, 7, 10, I've even seen like up to 15 different accounts. It's crazy. So you want to make sure that whatever income information you're providing or documentation, as to say, that you're providing to your lender, is that it shows the monthly amount, it shows when you're going to start paying it, and that payment is good for at least 1 year. For at least 1 year. Very, very important. But then if you have that, then you can use an income-based repayment plan, and then you can go off of that number. I've helped some people that have hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loan debt. Now, I'm not saying that's ideal, but some attorneys, some doctors that I've done loans for, they have a lot of student loan debt. They're in an IBR, and we've been able to help them to get into a home. But the main point of this video is to encourage you, because yes, you too can buy a home even if you have student loan debt. We do it all the time. The thing is, you just want to understand the debt to income ratio and what number we're going to use to factor that in. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is that if they were in deferment and now they're not going to be in deferment, find out what your payments are going to be. Because we can't use that 0.5% if they're out of deferment and there's an actual monthly payment that, listen to this, is showing up on the credit report. So find out what that amount is. And if it's a lot higher than what 0.5% would be, then consider getting into an IBR if you qualify for that. But again, if you want to buy a home and you do have student loans, you absolutely can do that. Where I get really adamant about with my clients is to really pay down consumer debt, credit cards and things like that. And yes, you can buy a house even if you have those things, but it really helps if you don't. But student loans is a little different. It's a different interest rate, different payment. There's IBRs, things like that. Again, income-based repayment plan. So I really hope that you found value in this. If you have any questions about it at all, please, please, please reach out to me. And I'm going to leave you with one last thing. In certain states, for example, I'm in Maryland. In certain states, there are special programs that you can get up to $50,000 to pay off your student loans when buying a house. And even here in Maryland, we can give you an additional funds to cover the entire down payment. So literally, we have people that wake up with $50,000 in student loan debt, and within a couple weeks, it's gone. And they're a homeowner. So if you have any questions about that, they do offer them in other states. Just reach out to me, comment below, let me know. Just be like, hey, is my state included? And I can let you know. Or if you'd like to schedule a call with me, I'll put the link in the description. I really hope that you found value. If you did, please, please, please consider liking, subscribing. It really helps the YouTube algorithm so that it pushes it out to more people so that they see it. I hope that helps, and bye for now. See ya.